Olive.
Thanks, Trevor. And as I stated earlier, I'm now joined by the Principal Secretary for MSMEs, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Susan Mangeni. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Olive.
So I'm looking at this list of PSs who are dispatched today to sensitize the youth on the National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Program.
Yeah.
And I see you were scheduled to be in Turkana?
Yeah, I was in Washington, and then also I went to Turkana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why the PSs? Why is it the PSs who are undertaking this sensitization?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity so we can sort of do a wrap-up. First, I want to thank my colleagues who came out to support us, to support the Ministry of Youth, Ministry of MSMEs, as well as Ministry of Labor in rolling out this program, especially the very important component or aspect of sensitizing the mashinane across the country. Why the PSS? Because the PSS do execution, and it's a whole of government approach. And matters of youth, and especially youth unemployment, is a big concern to all of us. The sectors that we drive in our government are sectors that have got direct impact to the youth. So we reached out to them and said, in the interest of time, because we need to reach out to as many young people as we can, and when we have an opportunity, we cannot postpone it because we don't have enough capacity or adequate capacity to go to each and every county. So we reached out to His Excellency the President, who through his wise and inspiring leadership mobilized PSS together, and all of us were then dispatched to go to our mashinane areas to speak the local language, local context, interact with them, because this project targets young people from each and every ward. And it's not just the business support that we're rolling out today. It has got three components. Maybe I know.
No, go ahead.
We have very limited time. But you want to look at this program as the largest job creation pipeline this country has ever had, that targets young people from disadvantaged background, vulnerable youth, marginalized from across the country.
And how will you identify them?
And so, number one...
Through Ngao or? No,
not through Ngao. So to apply, first of all, we leveraging on the strides we made in the technology space, especially mobile technology spread. You're aware that each and every corner of this country, we have very good coverage of mobile network and mobile, and quite each and every household, at least they have a phone, whether it's a feature, mulika mwizi, or a smartphone. So it's your own individual effort. So you dial *254#, which is a zero-rated channel, and no airtime. Even if you have Okwajahazi, you can still access after you've dialed. This is the financial inclusion platform that is so popular with majority of Kenyans that have benefited from the Hustler Fund. Then you select, there are a number of options there. You select Nyota. From there, you choose the track which you want to lead you to business support. There are 3 tracks there. We have business support, we have recognition of prior learning. So in the recognition of prior learning, what we seek to achieve is to recognize existing skill among our young people. Some of them could have gained these skills maybe informally, or maybe they grew up seeing their parents or their relatives within their space doing certain kind of, things like, let's say, a plumber, if you are a parent to a plumber, or you was a carpenter, and you were observing. So you were able to gain those skills. And so what you lack...
But you do require certification.
Yeah, you require certification. So what is standing between you and accessing a job, a meaningful job, is lack of certificate. So this program will then assess the skill sets that you have, and then will give you a formal certification through TVET, and also as well through Nyota. Nyota now will come and assess your skills, and through TVET, then you get that certificate that will increase your chances of getting employed. Then the other track is the on-job experience. And here, we know of quite a number of people who you attach them to an industry and get to learn on job as they earn. And with time, after they have acquired sufficient skills, sufficient experience, then they get retained in that industry. So we are working with business owners, with companies, to take up these young people who have shown interest in certain sectors, but they just lack experience. Like, for example, a good sector is like a salon. We see many young girls, they get into that industry, they learn on jobs, and with time they become expert and they can drive their own trade there.
So there's no limit to that number?
So I'll give you, so the recognition of prior learning, and we have a policy which is anchoring that. Already we are implementing that policy to give them, to certify those existing skills so that then they can be able to be competitive in the job market. So we are targeting to benefit 20,000 young people across the country in each and every ward. On job experience, we are targeting 90,000 young people aged between 18 to 29 and up to 35 for persons with disability. And again, when it comes to gender, this project offers equal opportunities 50-50. And then for business support, this is now where we want to create 100,000 entrepreneurs and to prove to the world that entrepreneurs in Kenya are not just born, but they can also be made.
So I see here you're helping 100,000 youth start businesses, 70 per ward, each getting 50,000. Is this a loan or what is this?
It is a grant. So what you're going to do, and before we talk even about the grant, I know many people are talking about the grant part of it, but we want to talk about the mentorship and the skilling and the business development support that these young people are going to be given. So we begin by training. We go through classroom training, and after that training, you are then, brought into an ecosystem, a business support ecosystem. You're handheld, you're counseled, you're supported all that you need so that then you can get to hone your business idea and launch it properly so that, and then we giving you that 50,000 is just a seed capital to help you. And then when you exist in that ecosystem, now you are in a space where you can access linkages to enhanced financing, linkages to sustainable markets. You will be supported through enhanced capacity building so that then you can get to grow your business, to create your job, but then also to create jobs for other young people.
Employment. And I see here 600,000 to be trained on how to win government tenders under AGPO. But quickly, this is funded by who? The Kenyan government, World Bank? Is it a loan we have taken from World Bank? What are the terms?
So the grant part of it, it's a grant. So it has two components. It has the loan component, and this is usually at concessional loans, very, very, very affordable. Right, very, very affordable rate. And then there is the ones we're giving us 50,000 that comes in as a grant. We're also giving a stipend to the on-job experience beneficiaries because they will need transport to go there. So each one of them will be earning at least 6,000 every month to facilitate them to move from their home to the industry where they are going to learn on job. And all this is a grant. But then the loan component is concessional. And whenever it's concessional, it's usually very flexible.
So how much is the loan component? How much is the grant?
So the grant is about 8 billion, and the rest is the loan component, because then it's also supporting not just the 5 billion for granting for business support, but I've also talked about the 90,000 on job experience who then will also be taking in about 6,000 every month. But also in addition to that, you're also promoting savings among young people. So there will be 12% mandatory saving. This is very important. And out of 50,000 for business support, that will be about 6,000 that will be saved. 30% will go for short term, 70% will go for long term. But we want to encourage our young people to start becoming conscious about their future so that they also de-risk their business, because that's also one of the attributes of a good business person. And if they start saving well, we will be matching up as a government on a ratio to 2 to 1. So you save 2 shillings, we match you up with 1. So the matching up is also coming in as part of the grant component.
Okay, so thank you for those insights. There's a lot clearly. We will have to invite you back to studio to get into all of those details. But for now, we cross over to Trevor Ombija.